Baseball history is American history. I love baseball, and for one super fan and author, it's a career choice. Meet Scott S. Parker. His love of baseball has been chronicled in his book series, Baseball's Unlikely, a Constant. Hi.
Hi there.
Hi.
Nice to be here and spread baseball love.
I'm so excited. My team was Baltimore Orioles, and I love Camden Yards, one of the greatest, I think. The
Absolutely.
best. Okay, so how long have you been collecting baseball stories for?
I started collecting stories to create this series of books nearly 40 years ago.
Really?
40 years.
Have you always been interested in baseball?
Yes.
Always, since you were born?
Yeah, when I first read a story that had a captivating, eye-popping moment, I just couldn't believe it. I clipped it out because I'm a collector.
Yeah.
And through the years, I just ended up with folders and screenshots and bookmarks and you name it.
That's amazing.
And so I couldn't figure out how to put it together. So my publisher, Rusty Austin, helped me get it all together. He knows how to do the publishing format and book formatting and all that. So we got it done.
Publishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got it out there, and I just figured it was going to be a one and done.
Yeah.
Maybe I could continue it, maybe not. Cleaning up things in the house, I found a whole other folder of clippings, and that produced a second book, which is Baseball's Unlikely, a Constant, Game 2. The one you see here is Game 1. And the 6 books surrounding it are stories from 6 different teams that are pulled just from this book.
Oh, that's cool. Each individual team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really rad. Okay, I want to talk about the book. They contain, you said, 600 stories told from your perspective as a fan. Talk to me about the golden era of baseball, being a baseball fan, and like what was sort of being the best thing in the world, that baseball golden era?
Well, the golden era, you got to go back to the Yankees. I mean, they've won more World Series than anybody, and nobody's ever going to win that many ever again.
Is that true?
Ever. They won, what, 27 World Series? I'm an Angels fan. We got 1.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Local Rockies, they got 0.
I know.
You know?
We're working on that. Wow. So that's how you collected. Okay. So what years were that? Like the...
Well, I started collecting the stories in '93, but the stories go back to the beginning of time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because there's a section in the paper that called This Date in Baseball. And so it's got memories of things that go way back. And so every once in a while, I'd find something back in 1903 that's unbelievable, you know?
It went for so long.
Yeah, so everything's in there. Every team is covered. And the stories go back 140 years.
Unbelievable. Okay, the books are laid out in a very unique way. Talk to me about that.
They are. Instead of having chapters like a regular book, I wanted the book to be fun, like baseball.
Yeah.
So the books start out the way a season does, spring training. And it's got a whole topic. When you read it, you'll figure out what that means. Then we go into pregame warm-up, totally different topic. We go into the scorecard, which you would, buy outside the stadium and then keep score inside, right?
My grandpa used to do it.
So the scorecard to me, actually my dad's wife kind of pointed this out before I published it. I said, hey, I want to test some stories with you guys. Is that cool? So I read some stories and they were just like, wow, I can't believe this. And then they would ask a question like, what's a cycle? I'm like, oh my God, I know that like it's, yesterday.
Right.
And so I'm like, I got to come up with the scorecard. So the scorecard is my glossary.
Got it. I love this.
Yeah.
Is it like first base, second base?
No, it's just the words, like this word means, this word means, And so then the whole book starts in the top of the first inning.
That's amazing.
And it's really cool because there's a line score, a graphic, I got parked right here. So you see the graphic says top of the first inning, and there's a little red diamond in the top of the first.
Oh my gosh, this is so much fun.
And as you go through the book, you get to the bottom of the first inning, top of the second, et cetera.
And you keep going.
And there's even a 7th inning stretch.
Is there?
With really cool, wild stories that aren't game eye-popping moments. It could be the history of the helmet, the history of the uniform number, the history of the 7th inning stretch.
Yes, I
So very informative things.
In Baltimore, we would do Take Me Home, Country Roads. I think that was the...
Really?
Yeah, stretch it out, stretch it out. Okay, did you write about, you said you wrote about all teams, not just one team, is that correct?
Oh yeah, every team is included somewhere. Almost every story is a very short read, probably 2 minutes. And most stories have 2 teams, sometimes 4, sometimes 6, depending on how the story plays out. And I realized, my publisher said, you want pictures? I'm like, I hadn't even thought about that. And so I'm like, a lot of these stadiums are gone. It might be fun to do public domain and see these things that are gone.
Like Shea Stadium.
Yeah. And then I realized, oh my God, I brought my camera to 37 Major League ballparks. I'm going to go full credibility. All these are my pictures.
Is that right?
Yes.
Every one of them?
I borrowed a couple from a friend from New Yankee Stadium because I hadn't been there, and there's so many Yankee stories.
Unbelievable. So what stadium for you is the best of all? I know this is hard. It's like choosing your favorite child.
It's not hard.
Oh.
I've been asked that 100 times.
Okay, wait. Okay. Is it Wrigley? Okay, okay.
Nope.
Is it Boston, Fenway?
No.
Okay.
You're thinking old school.
Okay.
Because I like Camden Yards. Camden
Camden is
Yards
the best.
started everything.
Yes.
PNC Park, I thought, blew that away
Got
in
it.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
And then Petco Park in San Diego loved PNC so much that the design is very, very similar.
Interesting. So you like that one?
Yeah, PNC and Petco are my two favorites.
Okay, and it's the San Diego Ballers? What is the
Padres.
Padres.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Just testing him
Father
as
Padre.
much as you could see. Oh my God. I just want to say these books would make excellent gifts too for the baseball fan in your life, or if you're a baseball fan, such a good idea. Such a good idea. Very smart. All right, get Scott S. Parker's book series, Baseball's Unlikely, a Constant. And you can get it on Amazon or RustyAustin.com. RustyAustin.com.
And the RustyAustin.com is a shortcut because otherwise you got to go through the Amazon library of everything
Yeah,
that
you
has the
want
word
that.
baseball in it.
No.
So if you go to RustyAustin.com, he's got the link directly to Amazon for everyone. You can find it faster.
Way easier. RustyAustin.com. I want to make sure I get that right. Okay, thank you.